And welcome back to the Cover 3 podcast here on CBS Sports. That's Tom Fornelli. That's Danny Kanell. I'm Chip Patterson coming to you live at youtube.com/cover3 and everywhere you get your podcasts on demand. Thanks for hanging out. Smash that subscribe, smash that like, and come and join us in the chat, aka the Cover 3 tailgate, where they may or may not know that an intentional miss attempt on a free throw went in. Thank God.
Game over. Thank goodness.
USC 83, Seton Hall 81. And if you're listening to this late on Tuesday or early on Wednesday, you have no idea the nightmare that we have endured for the last 47 minutes. AKA the Cover 3 tailgate. We're in there. Also, by the way, this one, loved this. Haven't missed an episode since 2020. Loved the show. Started watching and listening during COVID when I was in middle school. And now I'm halfway through college. How does that work? That's only 5 years. Halfway through college.
Yeah, 7th if he was 8th grade.
If you're
so
already
2020, yeah, but that's 6 seasons. So if you're in like 8th grade, 6 years later,
you get halfway through college already? That's impressive.
He's smart. We got smart listeners, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's dumb and he doesn't realize he's not halfway through college yet.
Maybe he's like Chip and didn't take a single math class in college. Anyway, yes. So currently we are awaiting the new college football playoff rankings.
I you know what? I don't need the rankings. I'm just so excited to see these USC players and how excited they are to have beaten Seton Hall to advance to the Maui Invitational Championship game. This is a great moment. I'm happy for them. Let's recognize that.
Let's get a post-game press conference here.
Chad Baker-Mazara entering his age 39 season, really balling out for the Trojans.
1.5 years through college.
So you're a liar is what you are.
Buddy. Easy on halfway, okay? Some of us needed to get midway through junior year before we really felt like we were halfway through college. Yeah, so we will be getting those rankings. We'll give you the reactions live here as we get it on youtube.com/cover3. Is it too far gone? Is there any prediction, please? Does Oregon pass Ole Miss? Yes, my prediction is Oregon will jump.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, again, same as the AP Top 25. Ole Miss and Texas Tech were idle. Oregon had a great win. If you need if you're bored and you just need a reason to shake some stuff up, you've got no one's going to push back on that. Is it too late for us to stop doing the weekly reveals? And I'm not talking about this selfishly.
You mean our show or their show?
Well, just the idea, because I keep coming back to the idea that we created a main character in college football that we didn't ask for, being the committee. And you could serve the exact same purpose of fueling debates the same way that college basketball does, where different bracketologists have different bubble pictures and everyone fights over resumes. We could have all the same segments on CBS Sports HQ. We could have all the same radio hits. We could have all the same everything on Cover 3 podcast. We could have the same discussions without having to create the idea of this clandestine committee that holds us hostage for 47 minutes while a basketball game in Maui comes to a conclusion. Is the toothpaste out of the tube on that one?
Probably, unless we stop watching it. If people stop watching the show, then they won't do the show.
What do you think, Danny?
So you would just use the AP Top 25 and everybody's guesses?
Yeah, just use everybody's guesses. You would have the exact same discussions. We would still be like, okay, so based on the picture right now, you got to get inside the top 10. That's the bubble. Here are these teams. Here are these teams. I mean, the differences that we have on a team-to-team basis are a couple of spots. The kind of stuff that could be represented by different projections, different bracketologists. Because to have this committee and to have the committee chair come out and mention things like, now Hunter Yurachek is in the old Mac Rhodes position, and Hunter Yurachek's quotes are getting twisted into then set up what we're expecting. They're backing themselves into corners in terms of their position 1 week and what it's going to mean for the rankings down the line. Like, I really think a lot of this could be avoided.
Agreed, but it is a television product.
Another thing that could happen that would maybe cause the show to go away is if it wasn't only one network broadcasting the entire thing. Because then you might have to who gets to broadcast the reaction show, or would you have to pay extra for it? Because then if that could flip the other way, if you have to pay extra for the right to broadcast this thing, then they're definitely going to put it on.
We got Pitt up into the top 25.
Still only one G5.
Still just Tulane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, James Madison. Hey, instant reaction number 1.
Sorry,
JMU. Sorry. Arizona also getting in. That's
yeah, that was I thought there was a chance Washington might show up to kind of reverse engineer Oregon better game.
They still might. You don't know.
Well, that would be a pretty big shock.
But now Arizona State, Arizona is a ranked on ranked game. Yeah. If Arizona State can weasel its way into, they need miracle upon all miracles.
Danny, I didn't know Dusty was going to be on the set. Text him and ask him what the rankings are.
They do not tell you.
They
do not. No, they don't. I swear. You find out when they found out. They do not tell you. It is a genuine reaction.
Arizona State jumped 5 spots.
Yeah.
They really hate the group of 5.
They hate
They really do.
And the ACC.
Yeah.
They view those the same.
Who did Arizona State beat last week? I don't even remember.
Jeff Sims.
It was
they won
that should be worth 5
Wasn't
spots.
It Colorado? Didn't they beat Colorado? Beating Colorado's worth 5 spots?
It was with Jeff Sims. That's worth 5 spots. If you can win a game with Jeff Sims.
You're playing on hard mode.
Listen, we saw Arizona State win 42-14 with Jeff Sims as their quarterback. That's like winning 63-3, Oh,
we've got a huge takeaway here already. 9-2 Michigan is ahead of 8-3 Texas. Further confirmation that the SOS don't mean crap if you have more losses.
Oh, it's just a loss order.
Because there's no way you can argue Michigan's playing schedule as difficult as Texas is, but they've got a better record. So even though Michigan lost to the Oklahoma team, it's crazy.
Even though Michigan lost to the Oklahoma team that Texas
blew
the doors off
of.
Hey, here's the thing that rarely gets said in college football. Texas fans, you've got a reason to be angry.
There you go. Congratulations, guys. I don't think you're getting in even with a win over A&M at this rate.
Texas got screwed. Oh, yeah, we got the Miami-Utah swap. Keep dangling a little bit more. Keep dangling a little bit more.
Closing that gap.
And especially when Miami beats Pitt, now that Pitt is ranked, that's a ranked win.
Yep.
Oh, 2 spots away, Canes.
You just got to get to the pod. There's only so many places they could be. They got to be getting close to the pod.
Woo!
So now it's chalk, right? It'll be BYU here.
Except for Oregon. Oregon could be.
Oregon's the only spot we're waiting on to see where it is.
Yeah.
Man.
This is exciting. Are you guys excited?
Riveting. I'm so excited.
I love the chat saying that I hate Michigan. I'm sorry for telling you the truth about Michigan's resume this year. You're 9-2. Your best win is Washington. You lost to an Oklahoma team that Texas blew the doors off of. Texas has 2 better wins than you. They also have a loss that's far worse than yours. The only thing I said was not I hate Michigan. It was that the committee does not really care about strength of schedule like they said they would. That's all. You can put your pants back on and stop soiling your diaper.
Do you think it would work? Did I do the rant about not wanting to see them take off the stupid hats? I'd rather see them go blindfolded into the room.
No. Hold on. Let's get clean cut. Go on.
Because I think it would make way more sense, as opposed to going through the stupid exercise of checking your hat at the door, to put on blindfolds when you go in and use blind resumes to rank the teams. Tell me that's not the perfect solution.
It's the perfect solution.
Right?
And
we just
listen,
did the exercise last week, so you can't know. You don't know. You just look at the resume and you say, yep, that one is better than that one. And you stack them up and go.
Spin this forward. You wear the blindfold. You have the walking stick. And you also have Peter Herbstreit leading you in as a guide dog. Really, really steer into it.
And now we're fringing on criticism, being anti-ableist or whatever. But I think, Danny, if they're going to put us through this, you got to give us something. You got to. Yeah. I want to see Mark Harlan blindfolded walking into the committee room. I want to see Mark D'Antonio blindfolded walking into the committee room. Troy Dannon, Carla Williams. I want to see Mike Riley blindfolded going into the committee room. Wesley Walls, Ole Miss and Carolina Panthers legend. You're a committee member. You know what you got to do? Blindfolded, walk into the committee room. Gregorian chants, paddles, Hell Week. Make them earn their spot on the committee.
That's great. I love it.
So,
go ahead. Our buddy in the chat who's in college now, he said he's buddies with my nephew. I've got like 6 nephews, so I don't know which one. But I'm guessing my nephew that's his age that goes to Georgia. It's a Bulldog. That'd be my guess.
Wow, you've got SEC running through your home.
Oh, yeah, baby.
We have a lot of SEC in our family. All right, where are we getting here?
We got Ole Miss down 1 spot to 7. They're just hating on Lane.
I wonder who passed them.
Or could Oregon jump 2 spots?
Dear God.
No, the Ducks checking in at number 6.
Yep. There it is.
Do you think that we will deal with a Lane Kiffin Ole Miss committee situation?
I hope not. Because I know Florida State fans are going to be like, we got screwed, so they should get screwed too. I don't want to see that. I think it would be a travesty if the team was treated differently just because Lane he's a great offensive mind. He's not calling the plays. That's Charlie Weiss. Pete Golding's calling the defense. Like, I know he's the hottest thing out there since sliced bread and people are ready to pay for him. The players are the ones that have made this team good. They better not dock them at all. I think even at home field, they better not dock them.
I think they could get docked home field. I just talked about this. I just talked about this with Hakeem Dermish and Richard Johnson, and we were saying you probably are not kicking them out of the playoff, but the decision between the 8 seed and the 9 seed is massive.
Yeah.
And they're going to be right there on that line. So we'll see.
I hate that.
Okay, so
and Ohio State at 1, Indiana at 2, Texas A&M at 3, Georgia at 4, Texas Tech at 5. No changes inside the top 5. And coming up on the other side, we'll give you more of our reactions to the new college football playoff rankings and more next. Back here on the Cover 3 podcast again. We just kind of talked this out just a little bit as we saw it coming through. But if we were to bullet point this, if you were asked, you know, in the same vein that the three of us often get asked, whether it's by a producer or an editor or someone like, hey, top 3 thoughts, Danny Kanell, what's your one? Like, what's the thing that you're actually, are you on HQ later? Are you going to have to go on?
Okay. No, thankfully.
But like if you're hit with one of the, like, I know Tom, for example, like just to peel back the curtain a little bit, like Tom was asked going into this earlier on Primetime Pregame, like 5 things you're looking for. Like, Danny, if you were asked for something similar, what's your number 1? The one thing that you would come out of this being like, okay, like this is something that feels tangible and a little bit less of a reach in terms of a reaction to what we just saw.
I honestly came into this thinking there would not be much drama, and I think I was right on that. Like, that would have been my take going in. I don't know if I can fake any outrage or get upset about much.
I don't have outrage. I've got
like
response.
we thought Oregon was going to jump Ole Miss, so that would be
Mhm.
like, hey, we got
Did.
confirmation that they were going to jump them. I think that's a good thing. I think that was the right move. The back end, Pitt being up there, I guess I would try to reach for that one and make that a storyline and be like, yeah, this is great for Miami to have a ranked
I think that's a legit, and especially you've moved up ahead of Utah. Utah won, Miami won, and neither team was spectacular, but obviously Utah was punished while Miami took advantage of that. I think Miami is one of the positive takeaways from these rankings in terms of you're that much closer to the 10 spot. And also now you've got if Auburn beats Alabama, Alabama's dropping.
Yeah, they have to. That's
Right.
a bad loss. It's
Like
a horrible loss.
You can start to spin this together where you get a little bit closer without having to fret it. Like you might have to wait till conference championship to see if BYU beats Texas Tech or not. But if BYU loses for a second time to Texas Tech, then they're out. And now all of a sudden I think that this was a good rankings release for the Miami Hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your path right now is Auburn beating Alabama and then BYU losing to either UCF, which probably not going to happen,
probably not.
or to Texas Tech again, and then the committee being like, all right, we're done. Well, you're not guaranteed, because that is the one thing. When you get to the conference championship game, they don't like to punish you too harshly. Like if Alabama beats Auburn, goes to the SEC title game and loses to Georgia, it's probably still going to get in at 10-3.
Hell yeah.
So you need Alabama to lose this weekend, and BYU losing the Big 12 title game wouldn't guarantee anything. It just makes your chances a little better.
Tom, I think if Georgia loses to Georgia Tech, but because of Alabama losing still makes it into the SEC championship game, I think that Georgia is capital L lock status. I think Georgia can lose to Georgia Tech and in the SEC championship game, being officially a 3-loss team, but a 3-loss team who one of those losses were in the SEC championship. I think Georgia's locked.
Yeah, they're 4. Yeah.
But a 3-loss team, that would be a 3-loss team on selection day. That would be history.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the second year of the thing.
It would be history.
But that would be, that's
where were you moment.
So you're saying Georgia loses to Georgia Tech,
right,
and loses in the SEC title?
Right.
I don't know if that's a lock or not. I mean, I feel like
you cannot.
They can't take the SEC loser out of the championship game.
You can't. You cannot punish the.
What do they drop to? They would drop.
They might be the 12th seed, but they would still be in.
So you're saying they would put North Texas as a higher seed than Georgia?
They might. They probably would still put Georgia ahead of North Texas or Tulane or whoever, but they're not going lower than 11 or 12. Yeah, they're not going lower than 12.
Do you guys consider score at all? It's like, what if? I think any conference championship that gets run is in trouble. Like if they get beat by 3 touchdowns and don't look competitive, I think they're in trouble.
I think that's true in the ACC and the Big 12. I do not think that is true in the Big 10 and the SEC. Let's not forget who has the controlling power over the future of this format. If that happens, the Big 12 and ACC might just be out of the playoff from now on.
Chuck in the tailgate, I think, has it nailed. This is where we get into that. Like, all right, so the college football playoff is run by the conferences. And the conferences still have a great interest in the championship games being something. You cannot create an environment where being in the championship game is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it kind of is already.
Yeah, but it has to be a free roll. So you get a chance to win your league, but you don't really lose anything by losing.
Right. I thought we saw that because the final rankings, remember, had Texas, the SEC loser, taking the 5 seed, Penn State, the Big 10 loser, taking the 6 seed. Those were the highest possible seeds that those teams could have gotten. If we had gone straight seeding last year, then it would have been 1 seed Oregon, 2 seed Georgia, 3 seed Texas, 4 seed Penn State. And those would have been the buys. Our champions from the Big Ten and the SEC and the runners up from the Big Ten and the SEC, even though they took additional losses.
Mm-hmm. Then Ohio State probably would have been 5th.
Also, don't forget that SMU was ranked ahead of Clemson, the team that beat it in the ACC championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Rhett Lashley saying, if we're not in, why should we play this game? And I agreed with him. And do you remember the narrative when they were down 3 touchdowns? Everybody's like, they're out. And they came back and only lost by a field goal.
The bid thief situation that is real is BYU.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't see another one that's like super obvious, but Texas Tech wins the Big 12. That's another at-large spot. BYU wins the Big 12. Somebody's getting squeezed out, and it might be Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Notre Dame needs to just root for the status quo.
Yep.
And who's Miami play this week?
Pitt.
And if Pitt could pull off an upset for Notre Dame, that'd be great too. That's what you were. If you're Notre Dame, you want the status quo and for Pitt to beat Miami.
Makes your win look better against Pitt. Makes it look that much better.
And just doesn't give, it gives Miami an extra loss, which they can then use against them when, no matter head to head.
Yep.
Anything else from this rankings release that stands out to you?
I mentioned it earlier. The one of the things I was looking to see was going to be with because the only changes in the rankings this week were teams from 20 and beyond that had lost games. Everybody else pretty much won outside of USC. So I wanted to see if they would put 2 group of 5 teams in, but no, they just reached down in the bag and pulled out some ACC and Big 12 teams. Just again, sending a very, very clear message what they think about the group of 5 in relation to the rest of the field this year, and also about which conference they are looking at. Because you could have put James Madison at 25 instead of Arizona if you wanted
could have put North Texas.
Yeah, so I'm saying that was one of the things when I was on HQ earlier. I was like, if we do see 2, will they both be from the American, or will one of them actually be James Madison? But they're just sticking with the one. So I really, I'm sorry I'm correct, but I really don't think James Madison has a shot.
Any Danny, final thoughts?
I'm with you. I don't think we need this exercise anymore. I don't know if we need it on television anymore.
It's the holidays, and we can't spend any time with our family because these damn kids in Maui can't play basketball fast enough.
I've been upstairs in the office for 90 minutes.
Right.
My wife doesn't even remember my name.
And kids are out of school. They want to hang out,
My dinner's cold.
Again.
Maybe it's only if necessary. Maybe that's what you do. Only if necessary. Tonight didn't feel necessary.
No.
I think we can fuel the same debates with our own in-house bracketologists.
Yeah.
It would literally
jobs we can create.
It would literally be just as impactful.
Although those brackets would just be created by AI. So I don't know.
This show is AI. We're not real. None of this is real.
I am as long as we keep holding our path. If I've seen the 2 of you put all of us through AI, I'm not terribly disappointed with everything that spit out. These learning machines, it's that's about right.
You know what I really want, and I'll know we've made it, is if we get somebody to do us as babies. Have you seen the really good ones, the really good AI baby videos?
The Theo Von Lane Kiffin one.
Oh, hilarious. Yeah. Most of the Theo Von ones are off the charts. But if we could get one of those, I'd feel like we made it.
Yeah. This is we're talking about selection principles. I'll tell you what the selection principles were. See, I'm sorry, Danny, in advance. This is like the photosensitivity warning at the head of a movie. Yeah, we spent hours talking about it. We thought, who would you not want to play? And just Alabama over Florida State. We just thought, who would you not want to play?
Mm-hmm.
Never forget the only controversial decision of the entire decade of 4-team playoffs came down to who would you not want to play? Which, TBH, it's the same as any other ranking system. That's going to be totally objective.
Yeah.
So it'd be like that. Good luck, Hunter.
Why isn't Wisconsin in the top 10?
Because that's a team you don't want to see in the playoffs.
Signature win.
Yeah. All right. We will be back. Hey. Hope you all get your locks card ready. 11 a.m. Eastern time. We are going to be giving you our week 14 locks. YouTube.com/cover3. You get up the likes. We give you the locks. The locks, they move those lines. So come and hang out and watch live. And you can follow him on Twitter at Tom Fornelli. You can follow him at Danny Kanell. You can follow me at Chip_Patterson. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
See ya.